Hi everyone, it's Kelly, and it has been 1 year since Anthony and I moved from the suburbs of Southern California to Seattle, and so far it's been great. We found our first home in this city. I started working at a new job Tuesday, May 28th, and today is my first day at work. We got a dog. I can't believe we have a dog. And now we have a new home. But first, let me recap how we got here. I was born and raised in Southern California, specifically in the Orange County area. For those of you who aren't familiar, it's south of LA and north of San Diego. Home to the OC, Laguna Beach, Arrested Development, and Disneyland. All throughout college, I wanted to move, and initially I wanted to move to San Francisco, but that always just felt like a distant dream. I never actually took any steps to make that happen. Anthony and I both knew that we wanted to move, and as we started camping and hiking more, we started considering Portland and Seattle. Both of them were still on the West Coast, and both of them had a lot of surrounding nature nearby. But Seattle in particular caught our eye, especially because we haven't explored much of it yet, and we already had some family and friends living there. So we actually took the steps to make this move happen. I applied to 20 jobs and heard back from about half of them. 7 of them were straight no's. I made some progress with 4 of them, and then for 2 of them I had in-person interviews. For one of the positions, I had the initial phone screening and the phone interview in January, and then in March was the Seattle on-site interview. That weekend in Seattle solidified my love for the city, and I remember 2 specific moments where I thought that. So first was during the lunch break portion of the interview, I got to visit the Spheres, which is a workspace filled with plants. And then the second was when we were on the ferry and it was my first time. We were heading back to the city and it was during sunset, the skies were super clear, and that was the very first time that I ever saw the mountains surrounding the city, and I just fell in love. Seattle was so close in our reach, which is why the news hit pretty hard.
Okay, so I just heard back from the team, and unfortunately it's not the news you and I were hoping for.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Kelly. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, what's up?
I didn't get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A couple of weeks later, the first company Anthony interviewed for extended an offer, so we were definitely moving. We decided on when we were going to move up in April, and I actually had an interview 2 days before we had to leave.
Wednesday, April 17th, I'm in Santa Monica because I had an Amazon interview. So it was nice because traffic wasn't that bad going from OC to Santa Monica, but traffic now is, whew, some good old LA traffic before I leave California, you know? It's just kind of like a parting gift, I guess.
We drove the first leg of the trip up to the Bay Area, and that's when I got the offer. So that's how we ended up here. After moving, we explored our new city. We found our new go-to bars, restaurants, and grocery stores. Today I'm walking around Seattle, touring apartments, vlogging in the city. Who am I? This is you, me. We went snowboarding, hiking, and camping. Literally, we came here, there were elk photos, and I didn't expect to see any, honestly. Oh my god. We took quick weekend trips to Vancouver and Portland. Both of them are super close by. I went to a concert at CenturyLink Field. And we had Dick's Burgers for the first time, but In-N-Out will always be better and will always have a special place in my heart. Back in Southern California, we had pretty much the same weather year-round. So moving up here, I got to experience actual seasons for the first time.
It is so nice outside. Sunny but cool. Maybe like 50s, 60s. Going out in Green Lake on a sunny day makes me feel like I'm in a movie.
Yoga, volleyball, people out on the lake, spike ball. camera doesn't do it justice, man. Look at that fog just in between the layers. It's snowing. To be fair, it only snowed for like a week. Most of winter was really gray, really wet, and really cold. So a lot of the time we were just in our apartment, and I think that's why I don't really have that many clips from winter. Since moving here, I've been cooking and baking a lot more. Hello there. Welcome to my cooking show. Making some vegan coconut macaroons. We're making buttermilk blueberry puff today for the very first time because it's Friday and we're not allowed to leave. I definitely have a lot of room to improve. Expectations versus reality. Expectations versus reality. But two big accomplishments for me so far was first making my own pie crust from scratch, and second was making dishes that involved both cooking and baking. One of the things that stood out to us whenever we would visit Seattle was the amount of dogs that were in the city. Like, we felt like everybody was out walking their dog, everybody had a dog. And Anthony and I wanted a dog, so we said that once we moved up here, we would get one. After we found our first apartment, we visited shelters every weekend for a few weeks, and one day Anthony stopped by the shelter after work, and then we ended up with a new dog. I'm about to meet Manny for the first time. I see Anthony. Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? I can't believe we have a dog. Drowning in fears just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Manny's first time. Taking him here because there aren't any other dogs, so he can have it all for himself.
Everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter.
Down.
Good boy. Happy birthday, dear Manny. We've taught him a few tricks, and a couple of my favorites are when he sits by my feet when I'm washing the dishes and when he cleans up his toys. So I'm teaching Manny how to clean up his toys. We already did some, and he did good some of those rounds, but we'll see if he can continue. Come on, clean up. Oh, so close. Manny, clean up. Here. Oh, Manny, clean up. Come on, here. Clean up. Good boy, Manny. Good boy. Okay, so before we go, Manny has a few toys that he has out on the floor, so I'm gonna have him clean them up. Clean up. Good boy, Manny. Okay, clean up. Good boy. Come here. Clean up. Yay! Good job. So with Manny, I learned why my parents were hesitant to let us have a dog while growing up. What did you do while we were gone? This is what he did while we were gone. Manny chomped on my fiddle leaf and knocked over my pilea. Manny for real peed on my plant. Manny just randomly vomited on the couch and it got onto the rug and it smelled like actual. Are you okay, Manny? Oh, Manny. But also now I understand why people can love their dogs so much. I never knew I could love a dog this much. What should we watch, Manny? We're watching Piper. One of my favorite quotes from The Office is, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." Every now and then I'd watch old videos of family and friends back at home, and everything felt like so long ago, and I really missed those good old days. But Anthony and I also love living here in Seattle, and we're really thankful and so happy to have our group of people up here. And something that I like to think about is a few years from now, when Anthony and I are older, we'll look back at this time of our lives, and these will be the new good old days. So thanks everyone for watching this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I always enjoy any type of video where I get to relive the old memories and share them with you all. So thank you again. And I hope you all stay safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.